If you're an adult who's ever said, I want to learn to swim, there may be one universal reason or goal or thing that unifies all adults who want to learn how to swim. And it's really boils down to this one thing. How do I be safe in deep water? From there, we can do all the other fun things, snorkeling, distance swimming, jumping off of boats, all that kind of stuff. But it all boils down to, how can I be safe in deep water? Now, I'm going to let you know about something that kind of lots of people don't want to hear. But did you know that 66% of drowning are by people who identify as swimmers? What? I'm usually talking to people who don't identify as swimmers, beginner swimmers, adults who never got a chance to learn. But this little piece has to make us pause and think, wait a second. Why, of the drowning, 66% of them, the people identify as swimmers, or they're reported to be as swimmers? What is going on? That's what I'm going to talk to you about today. I'm going to give you the insight and the information and the focus that is this missing piece. Hey, I'm Cori Myka, the owner and the creator of the Foundation of Change Learn to Swim method. And we are all about the physical and the mental components that go into learning to swim, especially as an adult. Adults don't have kids' brains, they have adult brains. They need a different tack. 80% of what the learning process is a mental understanding and mental concepts applied to the 20% of the physical. So this really comes in on our topic today when we think about 66% of drownings happen by people who say they can swim. How does this mental and this physical part come to play here? Now, there is a category of people that do drown because of, let's just say, mechanical reasons, like they get hit in the head and they go unconscious. This might happen, let's say, if you are whitewater river rafting, that you fall off. That's why you see people who are big time river rafters, they actually wear helmets. Because you get a head injury. I mean, it's just like a car accident. You injure your head, it doesn't matter how good of a driver you are, you're still going to be in trouble. So it could be something like a head injury or entrapment. So there's some mechanical things in there. There's even things like if a motor's not working properly and it's spewing out carbon monoxide emissions, people can pass out, right? These things that make people lose consciousness. So that is one functional way, which is why life jackets are very important in swim sport kind of things. So that's one piece. And so we deal with that in a different way. And so I'm not going to talk too much about that one today. And what I'm really going to talk about is in the zone. I want to tell you a little story of of a swimmer who really had this become poignant to him. Now, he is a swimmer, identifies as a swimmer, has been in the water a whole bunch. He's a surfer. He surfs in lakes. And so if you're going to be a person who surfs in a lake, that means you're going out into the water when there's weather. It's not like you're going out on calm, sunny summer day. If you want waves big enough in a lake that you can surf them, there's like some weather system going on. But this person is very skilled at it. He'd been out in it lots of times. He would consider himself a strong swimmer, but he had an incident where he fell off his board, as happens with surfing, just par for the course. It's no big deal. And he became detached from his board. Meaning surfers oftentimes have what's called a leash, where it's velcroed to their ankle, so they're attached to their board, which is a big flotation device that they're out there in the water with. But when he fell, it was such a big kind of fall, the leash snapped and he was kind of being pummeled about. And he started working really, really hard. And he started using all of his strong swimmerness. And he was fighting the waves and working hard. And a moment came over him. And he thought, I might not make it. I am a good, excellent swimmer, very capable and knowledgeable out here. And I might not make it. I'm exhausting myself. I'm overwhelmed. I'm choking up on the water. I'm thrashing all over the place. And he kind of gave up. And what happened in that moment, what felt like a giving up moment to him, him was it actually allowed the water to do the work that it does, which is to push you to the surface. In his giving up, he slowed down enough to notice, right, I have this really thick wetsuit on. You're going to be out in that weather, right? He's got a really thick wetsuit on, which is very buoyant. It adds a lot of buoyancy. And he was buoyant and he was warm enough, right? Because he had that gear on. That's where he was at. And he could just breathe. He didn't need to work so hard. He was able then to come to calm. And he realized, oh, yes, this is a key place here. I've been missing because I've been thinking all about that what makes me a good swimmer, a strong swimmer, is my ability to fight the water somehow. And that isn't true. I wanted to share that story with you to help illustrate this very common myth that it's about being a strong swimmer, a fast swimmer, a very proper swimmer. I hear this a lot. If I could only learn to breathe properly. So let's get back to my main point here. What I wanted to bring to you today is the most important thing that you need to be safe in deep water. What we need to be safe, what our physical body needs, is it needs air. Very basic, it's very simple. We need air. If we have air, we have access to air, we have air in our body, which is air's general word for oxygen, right? If we have air in our body, then we have safety. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to be breathing all the time. We have actually time between one breath to another breath. It's in this space of time that we need the second component, which is our ability to access air. And this might sound like what we were saying before, strength, proper strokes, knowing what to do, being a really good swimmer. What it really means is that in order to be able to access the air, I need to be able to come to enough calm to be present in this moment. Remember what I said at the top of the show? Swimming is 80% mental to only 20% physical. I need that 80% of mental agility, mental practice, mental skills of how to come to presence, how to come to calm, how to feel that I'm panicking and know how to put the brakes on that so I can start to rein it in and have the presence to notice, first of all, I actually have some air. Now, if you're underwater, might not be the best time to try and get some more. And as a matter of fact, I actually don't need more right now. Eventually I will, yes. But in this moment, when we get present, we can notice something like, I actually have some air. Time. What we need to be safe in deep water is the access to get air. Mentally first and then physically. And the physical ways that we get to the surface, we only need this part at the surface, by the way. We don't need our feet at the surface. Just as a note for all those people who keep worrying about their feet going down and spend a lot of time trying to get their feet up. Our feet can't breathe. We don't care where your feet are. We only care that this part can come up, can come out, is at the surface to get some air, and then we are present enough to enjoy the air, to fill up with it, to let our body use it. Not to fight it and to be excessively using it. Think about how quickly you use your air when you're running and powering along. The calmness, the presence. Yes, I have air. I have the ability to get some more. And I feel it, and I can be with it. I started to show this coming up and coming down. We don't need to have our faces out and above and way up here for air. We only need the tiniest part of us to be out and to come and have some air and then enjoy it. Have some air and then enjoy it. All right, if you want to know more about this, how I understand this mental part, this is why I'm your online teacher, because we can learn this piece ahead of time. Learn it before you go to the class, before you go to some in-person swimming lessons. Start to understand and start to unravel how do I tap into building this trust with myself and building the mental capacity I need to play and discover and have fun with learning to swim. Safety comes in this place of having fun and enjoyment and ease. Swimming is about freedom and ease. So should the learning process. Pop down into the show notes, grab your free class, get started now. It's always about being in action, taking enough information in to take that next step. We are there for you. Make sure you subscribe so you can get some more tips. We can't wait to see you online and maybe in Hawaii.